Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome to the Tyler Webs channel. I am in the new, somewhat recording spot. It's not really anything different from where I usually am. I'm just in front of a white wall. I guess it's popping right now. Hopefully, no one's just waking up, because if you're just waking up and watching this video, your eyes probably are like, whew. I'm just trying to find a nice spot to record my videos in, and so far I have been unsuccessful. My room's very messy, still somewhat unpacking in my room, so I can't just record in there right now, especially because I just got some more clothes that I gotta put away, so I'm not gonna be recording in there for a while. But with that being said, what's up, you guys? We are here to do a review for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 4. I don't exactly know what the name of this episode is. Probably will look it up in a few seconds, but this was a 90-minute episode. Yes, I know. Usually 90-minute episodes of The Walking Dead are reserved for premieres, mid-season finales, and the finales. Not often, if never, do we ever see a 90-minute episode on just a normal episode. And by normal episode, I mean episode 2 through 7 will qualify as normal episodes, because when you think of like big action-packed episodes of The Walking Dead, you think of episode 1, episode 8, maybe episode 9 and episode 16. You don't really think of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You don't really think about those episodes as 90-minute jam-packed episodes. And every now and then we'll get a really good episode during that time frame, but we never get 90-minute ones. Usually, there's a safe assumption that when there's a 90-minute episode, you think of three things. Something big is going to happen. We're going to introduce a new character. There's going to be a new plot hole or a new plot twist coming in, or, as I thought, somebody's going to die. And immediately, when I saw the trailer for the episode, Negan coming in, wanting on in, taking that stuff, I'm like, someone is about to die. I don't know who it is, but someone's going to die in this episode. Don't worry if you see me scratching my arms. I got bit up a lot. So I'm like, obviously someone's going to die in this episode. So this episode was it's on a border between good and okay. I'll put it this way. This episode was not worth being 90 minutes. Like, as 90-minute episodes go for The Walking Dead, this should not have been a 90-minute episode. I felt like it dragged on and on and on, and then it didn't lead to anything. The episode started off with Negan moving in. He came into his house. Not to his house. Negan came into the Alexandria, banging on gates like, "Let me in." And of course, they let Negan in. And the episode was basically Negan bossing around Rick, teaching him that he's the boss now, telling him to say please and thank you. The big point in this episode was basically Negan taking inventory on guns that he should have. These guys gotta remember, when Rick killed a bunch of Negan's guys, he took their guns. So he's like, I'm going to take all of your guns and then some. Not only am I going to take my guns back, I'm going to take your guns too. So when Negan went through, he's like, we're missing 2 guns. And I know it doesn't seem like such a big deal because we have like hundreds of guns. So 2 guns is that big of a deal. But I want you to know that if you're duping out on us, if you're hiding things, that doesn't fly. Not in the slightest. So Negan made a big deal out of it. And he's like, find me those 2 guns. The only place they could be are here. So he took the girl who was doing inventory. She's the I forgot what her name is, but she does gun inventory for the gang, and she's like, I usually don't hit women, but there might be an exception. She's over there crying and snotting and whatnot. And he's like, this can all be resolved, Rick. You just find my guns. And everyone is searching high and low for this gun. You also had Rosita and Spencer. They went out and I exactly don't know. I don't exactly remember why they went out. And for oh yeah, because when they went in, Daryl I think lost his bike somewhere along the line, like when he was escaping or whatnot, or he had to leave his bike. So Dwight came in. He's like, "Fetch me Daryl's bike," and they went out to fetch Daryl's bike, and they found it. There was a part where Rosita killed a bunch of walkers in order to get a gun, so that way she can give to Negan. Because it's like, if they don't find the guns, then he's gonna kill somebody. So it's like, at least if they don't find the guns, at least Rosita's like, okay, if we can't find those guns, at least I can give him a gun in place of the gun I didn't find. You know what I mean? Like giving you a new toy in place of a toy I couldn't find your toy, so I just bought you a whole new toy. Anyways, that was her incentive. Did it work? Well, we'll find out in a few minutes. What else happened? We had Michonne, who wasn't really around. I don't think she even think she was there when Negan. No, she wasn't. Michonne went out. She got some type of rifle. She took it with her, and she was doing some talker practice. She was training herself in a way to shoot a rifle, because Michonne, she's very equipped with her katana and her sword, but when it comes to guns, it's not really her strong suit. So she kind of was doing practice on a walker with her rifle, and she missed every single time. So we know that we established that she is not good with a rifle, so don't put a rifle in her hand. But she's practicing for what? We don't really know. I mean, we can get a good idea, but we don't really know what she's practicing for. So most of the episode, if not all the episode, was the gang looking for guns. Rick decided to go into Spencer's house and looked underneath of a compartment, I think a heating compartment. He found drinks, some food, and 2 of the guns that Negan was looking for. Spencer was hiding them in his house. So, of course, Rick gave it to Negan. Negan said, no one died. What a joy, what a joy. Where's my please and thank you? Rick said his please and thank you. And they kind of just went on their way. And Rick did give an earful to Spencer, after Spencer gave an earful to Rick about how Rick is not that good of a leader and we deserve better and this is all your fault, yada, yada, yada. What else? Rosita obviously was pissed at Spencer because it's like, we went all the way out to the woods. I killed all those walkers and you had the guns the whole entire time. And Spencer's like, yeah, I know. I wasn't hiding them. I had them there the whole time just in case something happens. And he's like, just in case Rick, lost power or got crazy and something happened. He's like, always just keep him around or not. And he's like, well, it's not too late for us to leave. He basically was saying it's not too late for us to leave. Like, we deserve better than this. Talking to Rosita, trying to talk Rosita into leaving. We saw Rosita get into a car. Before she gets into the car, she looks into a part of the car where the wheel would be. She goes upward and pulls out a gun and puts it in her back pocket. Now, was this one of the guns that she was hiding from Negan? Of course she was hiding that gun from Negan, but I don't think Negan was taking that good of inventory to know that she was missing 3 guns and not 2. So, of course, Negan didn't catch it. But she then went to Eugene at sometime during the night and got, I guess she got a bullet that, it was a bullet that Negan shot earlier in the day. She picked up that bullet, went to Eugene and said, I need you to make me a bullet. And the episode ended. And I was like, did that really need to be 90 minutes? Because the thing about it is that 90-minute episodes are really meant for action-packed, story-moving content. Like, if it's going to progress a story, like the Dwight and Daryl story, even though the last episode was terrible, they could have used that to progress the storyline. It didn't do that. The whole story arc between Negan and Carl, it progressed a little bit. There was a bit of a interaction between those two in episode. We saw a little bit of progression, but not enough to really call progression. We did see a lot between Negan and Rick, of course, but nothing major. No one died. He basically taunted Rick the whole time, and Negan is really, really, really bone-jarringly brutal with his insults. I must say Jeffrey Dean Morgan is still doing a great job as Negan. But other than that, no. This episode is just... I can't say it was a bad episode. It wasn't a bad episode. It just wasn't worth the 90 minutes that it was given. Because with that 90 minutes comes 20 minutes of commercials. So we have to sit through 20 minutes of commercials, about 60-some minutes of content that I didn't feel was really worth the time it was given. It felt drawn out. And at the end of the day, there really was no end results because nothing big happened. And the end where Rosita gets to Eugene, it's not some jaw-dropping, she's going to get a gun and shoot Negan. Oh my god! Like it's nothing surprising at the end. It's like they really need to have. The first episode was good. Okay. That was one of the best Walking Dead episodes we had in a long time. The second episode was good. No, I'm correct. The first episode was really good. I'd say that first episode was great. The second episode was good. It wasn't anything spectacular. We did see Carol coming back to her sane self. We saw Morgan. We saw the introduction of King Ezekiel and Shiva, and as well as the kingdom and all that jazz. Episode 3, that was just terrible. One of the worst Walking Dead episodes I've ever seen. And we get this, and it's like, it's not bad, but it's not good, and it was way drawn out. It's like, okay, this is a pattern of Walking Dead somewhat has followed for the past few seasons now, where they give us 2 really good episodes, and then the next episodes are just thrown together or whatever. And it gets annoying after a while. That they feel the need to, like, okay. And once again, I said this before, filler episodes are needed. They are needed to fill gaps, fill time between big episodes. But sometimes I feel like these filler episodes are just so meaningless, and it's like it's a waste of my time, you know? But I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer. For those of you who are stuck around for this episode, for this review, thank you all for watching this episode. Oh, and what's in this review if you didn't watch the episode? If you did not watch the episode, is it worth going to watch? I would say... is it worth watching? I'm going to say no. The episode was good. The episode was okay. The episode was not that good that you need to watch this episode. If you want to watch it, go ahead. I'm not going to say don't watch this episode at all. It was terrible. But if you are debating or watching this episode, I'm going to say it wasn't really worth watching it. So at the end of the day, the episode was okay. Tomorrow, I will be streaming some Watchdog on Twitch. I think my Twitch handle is Mr. Epic Enigma. Follow me on Twitch. I will be doing some Until Dawn gameplay on this channel soon. The Walking Dead New Frontier comes out on Tuesday. I'll be doing gameplay on that as well on Tuesday. So stay tuned to this channel this week. We also have NXT TakeOver Survivor Series this weekend. So it's going to be a busy week on the Tyler Williams channel. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Stay tuned. Share this video, like it, and I will talk to you all later. I love you guys. Peace out.